Hey trainers, what's up and welcome to the lab. And if you've been here before, how's it going? It's been a minute. I am so sorry. I am actually a little bit sick right now. I got a little sick over last week and I have not fully recovered yet, but I was really tired of not making videos for you guys. And with Pokemon Scarlet Violet coming out, I wanted to get back into the content creation game. So here I am again. So sorry I missed out on a couple days. Sorry that I don't have any shorts right now for my pack openings because I'm waiting for a shipment to come in. But stupid me decided to put some pre-release packs into the shipment, so they're not shipping it till the new set comes out. So now I'm just waiting for that to come out. Anyways, we are looking at the Mew VMAX League Battle deck. Now this deck, it puts a lot of value into a price that's more approachable for casual consumers like you and I. Assuming that we're casuals. No, we're hardcore Pokemon TCG fanatics. What are you talking about? For $60, two of these decks will put together into one powerhouse of a tournament-ready deck. This deck used to go for $300. Getting the whole thing for $60 is a steal, especially because Battle VIP passes are going for multiple dollars, $2 to $4 if I remember correctly. I think there was a time when they were even at $5 each. Now you can get a whole playset of 4 and 2 Mew VMAXs, 2 Mew Vs, 2 Genesect Vs, 3 Meloadas, 4 Boss's Orders. It's the value of this deck is phenomenal, and if you're okay with spending money, if you're trying to build a collection in real life as well as online, buy 2 of these. Buy 2 of these. But even if you can only afford one, it is great. If you're only playing online, instead of trading for the cards and you're okay with spending a little bit of money, I suggest trying to find someone selling the deck code. You can probably get it for $5 or $6 to get the League Battle deck online only. It's great. I highly recommend it. I'm done blabbering about it. Let's go check out what makes the deck tick. Let's go. Okay, trainers, here we are with the Mew VMAX League Battle deck. Now, a couple caveats about this deck, things that I don't like about it. I wish that they gave you the more, the better Mew deck list where you bring 4 Mew VMAXs, or 4 Mew Vs, 3 Mew VMAXs, 4 Genesects, 2 Meloada, maybe an Oricorio if you want. But this is still great value for your money. I suggest if you're building your collection still, and you're okay with spending money, and also if you're trying to build a real life collection while building your online collection, buying 2 of these is the way to go. Because in real life, you get 4 Battle VIP passes, which are crazy expensive. You get 4 Ultra Balls. You get 2 Switches. You get the Escape Ropes, Fog Crystals. You get 4 Boss's Orders. You get 3 Double Turbos. You get all the Fusion Strike energies you need. This is a great value for your money. $30 for a competitive, tournament-ready Mew VMAX deck is great. And then spending another $30 on top of that to make it a more consistent, better deck is amazing. I highly recommend that you do it if you have the money for it. And even if you don't have the money for 2, just getting 1, this deck still performed very well and actually above my expectations. I knew it was going to be good, but I had a really good time with this deck. So that's enough waffling about. Let's get into what makes this deck roar, which is of course Mew VMAX, 310 HP, Psychic type, 2 colorless energies for cross Fusion Strike. You choose one of your benched Fusion Strike Pokemon's attacks and you use it as this attack. And then for 2 Psychic energies, you get Max Miracle for 130 damage that isn't affected by any effects of your opponent's active Pokemon. That means this is a Miltank killer. Yes, we don't have to worry about Miltank at all with this deck. Very fun. Couple things to remember. It is weak to dark types. So that Drapion that has free attack for as many Fusion Strike, Rapid Strike, or Single Strike cards you have in play, that is the main counter to this deck. So you got to watch out for those Drapions. 30 resistance to fighting, and also free retreat cost on Mew VMAX and Mew V as well. So keep all those in mind. Now you got Mew V, which is a bit of a weaker V card. 180 HP Psychic type, 1 Psychic energy for energy mix. You search your deck for an energy card, attach it to one of your Fusion Strike Pokemon. Luckily, all your cards in this deck are Fusion Strike Pokemon, so you don't have to worry about that. So basically, attach an energy from your deck to any card. 1 Psychic, 1 colorless energy for Psychic Leap, 70 damage, and then you may shuffle this Pokemon and all attached cards back into your deck. This is really cool. If you have a Mew V on your bench and a Mew VMAX at like 250 damage out, you can then Psychic Leap your Mew VMAX back into your deck, and they don't get the 3-prize knockout. This is why having more Mew Vs and VMAXs is better, because you could have a second Mew VMAX set up on your bench and then a Mew V out on your bench, so you can still use the Psychic Leap and then bring out a fresh Mew VMAX. That's super cool. Can't do that in this deck, but in the upgraded version, you can. So for one of our secondary attackers in this deck, we have Meloetta, 90 HP, but for 1 Psychic, 1 colorless, you get Melodious Echo. It does 70 damage for each Fusion Strike energy in play, hitting for a maximum of 280 damage if you have all 4 Fusion Strike energies in play. So you got to be careful with your Fusion Strike energies, because that is what makes this card hit really hard. Also, if this card's on your bench, your Mew VMAX can use Melodious Echo, hitting the 280 damage. Very fun to do. You can also swing for a pretty consistent 140 turn 1 if you're going second, which is quite amazing. And sometimes you can swing for 180 turn 1, which is crazy. But that basically knocks out most basic not V Pokemon turn 1, and it's phenomenal. Very good card, a little bit frail, a little bit weak, but it packs a wallop. And for our second secondary attacker, we have Deoxys. Now this doesn't make the cut into the next deck, but I really like its attack Photon Boost. 3 colorless energies, it does 80 damage. And if this Pokemon has any Fusion Strike energy attached to it, it does 80 more damage. 160 damage for 3 energy isn't bad, but the cool thing is if you have 1 Fusion Strike energy on your Mew VMAX and you use this move, it does 160 damage for 2 energy, which is great. You're swinging with the Mew VMAX, right? You're not really swinging with these basics unless you are struggling and you need to. It is actually really fun to use. I had a really good time surprising opponents with Photon Boost, and it's not terrible. Now, one of your supporter cards in this deck is Oricorio. Has 90 HP. You're not using its attack at all because we don't take fire energies in this deck, but you can put down a Fusion Strike energy if you want to. That attack is Glistening Droplets. You can put 5 damage counters on your opponent's Pokemon in any way you like. If you can snipe things from the bench with it, it's good. Otherwise, I don't think it's really worth doing. But it could be a nice little tech that you sprinkle into some of your games. And then its ability, it's the real reason why we're taking it. 20 less damage from your opponent's Pokemon to all your Fusion Strike Pokemon, which again is all your Pokemon in this deck. So, minus 20 damage on every attack, pretty good. We like that a lot. And then your main supporter card of the deck, Genesect V, 190 HP, 2 Steel energies, 1 colorless, or 2 Fusion Strike energies, 1 colorless for Technoblast, 210 damage, but during your next turn, this Pokemon can't attack. So if you use it with your Mew VMAX won't be able to attack, but it does have free retreat, so you could just retreat it for a different Pokemon and attack with that one instead. Very cool, solid 210 HP, but its ability Fusion Strike system is where it's at. Once during your turn, you may draw cards until you have as many cards in your hand as you have Fusion Strike Pokemon in play. So if you have 6 cards out, 1 active, 5 bench, you're drawing until you have 6 cards in your hand. And if you have multiple Genesect in play, you can grab all the cards, play them all down, Genesect again, grab more cards, play them all down, and you could just keep doing it as long as you have a fresh Genesect ready to go, which is why I think 4 Genesect's way better than just the 2 this deck gives you. Anyways, those are all the Pokemon of the deck. This is like a watered down version of the big deck that you've been hearing about at tournaments and regionals and stuff, but it's still so good. The value is there. The Battle VIP passes alone make this worth buying. If you're trying to get Battle VIP passes in real life, they were expensive, right? They're like $2-4. I don't remember, but you get 4 of them in this. And if you get 2, you have 8 Battle VIP passes to make more decks with. I just highly recommend that you pick this deck up. Let's go over the trainers real quick so I can go ahead and explain how they help the deck really rumble. So of course we have Battle VIP Pass. We're trying to get this card first turn, which is why I like to go second with this deck personally. Also, getting that turn 1 Meloetta is really important. So that's why I like going second with this deck, because you have a better chance to draw into Battle VIP. With Battle VIP Pass, if you have 2 Genesects in your deck, you're basically grabbing both of them out, because that will give you more draw throughout your turn. Great card, and it also isn't completely useless after turn 1, because we're also bringing Cram-O-Matic. Now this card is pure RNG, but you can discard another item card from your hand, and then if you flip heads, you can grab any card from your deck you want, which is phenomenal. So if it's turn 2 and you draw into Battle VIP, but you have a Cram-O-Matic, that Battle VIP is powering the Cram-O-Matic basically for free, thinning your deck. And remember, thinning is winning. Now we're bringing Escape Rope so we can go ahead and trick our opponent into bringing things out. Maybe a Genesect V gets brought out, we can Escape Rope it for a Mew and see what they bring out. And if they bring out something that we would rather attack with, like a Meloetta or something, you just retreat the Mew for the Meloetta. A lot of fun plays you can do with Escape Rope in this deck, especially with that free Mew retreat cost. Now Fog Crystal gets you your Psychic Pokemon out, your Deoxys, your Meloetta, your Mew V, as well as Psychic Energies, because we're not running very many energies in this deck. So this allows us to draw into what we need more often. Now Power Tablet, it gives you 30 extra damage from your Fusion Strike Pokemon. It is very good. You can get an extra 60 damage on Meloetta instead of hitting for 140, hitting for 200. It's a lot of fun to do, and also it is an item, so it can power the Cram-O-Matic in a pinch. If you would rather have a chance at getting any card in your deck rather than 30 damage, throw the Power Tablet away and try your luck at the Cram-O-Matic slots. Now again, we have Switch. Genesect is a pretty beefy card with 2 retreat cost, kind of to get it out of the way. Deoxys, Meloetta, you don't really want to discard your energies, really, so Switch is there for that. Now we have Ultra Balls. They can grab any Pokemon you want from your deck, and they can also discard your hand down. So if you want to get rid of your cards because they're not useful, but you don't really want any Pokemon in your deck either, just throw away your cards, click done, move on, Genesect out a new hand. Now, Old Cemetery, it's more of an annoying card than anything. Don't play this card. If you get it and there's no stadium to play, you hold this in your hand. You don't fold, okay? You keep it in your hand, and if the opponent plays Path to the Peak, you play this card. Path to the Peak will destroy you in any matchup. It shuts down your deck engine completely, and if you're not already set up and rocking, you are hurting. You are hurting. So Old Cemetery, I use it to get rid of those pesky paths. Of course, we're bringing Boss's Order. As I said, 4 of them. Lets you pull out the Pokemon you want. You can also get your opponent stuck by pulling out Pokemon if they don't have any way to switch it. They're just out of luck. Now we're bringing Elisa Sparkle. You choose up to 2 of your Fusion Strike Pokemons. You search your deck for Fusion Strike energies, and you attach it to each of them. This is how we get the Meloetta turn 1 knockout with the 140 to 180 damage. It is so good. You cannot even forget about it. If you're ever playing against this deck, you always have to have that move in mind, because it can completely swing a game in 1 turn. Super good card, but keep in mind that if you do use the Mew VMAX's Psychic Leap to shuffle it back into your deck, if you've already used like 1 or 2 Elisa Sparkles and you have like 1 in your hand, it has new life again because there's more Fusion Strike energies in your deck, and you can hunt them out with Elisa Sparkle. It's really fun to use. It feels good, and it's just great. I'm bringing Choice Belt to hit an extra 30 damage. Nothing too special about that. A double Turbo Energies. They charge basically all of your Pokemon. Your Deoxys, 1 Fusion Strike, 1 double Turbo, 140 damage. Great. Mew VMAX, 1 double Turbo, using any attack. Really good. But you do get the minus 20 damage, so you got to keep that in mind. The Fusion Strike energies act as any energy when attached to a Pokemon. Very good. This is what makes the Meloetta hit harder. You have to be very careful with these energies. You have to attach them to the correct Pokemon, because if you're relying on the Melodious Swing or the Melodious Echo attack, and you lose like your Meloetta that has 2 Fusion Strike energies on it, it's only doing 140 for the rest of the game, because we don't really have anything to dig it out of the discard in this version of the deck. And then, of course, we are bringing a couple of Psychic Energies. So that's the deck. It's a little bit more intermediate to advanced to play, in my opinion, but I still think this is a great deck to get into if you're new to the game, because this deck really, in my opinion, shows what Standard is about. So I think the Ice Rider deck, the Shadowrider deck, and now the Mew VMAX deck really do encompass a lot of different play styles in Standard, as well as the Rapid Strike Urshifu deck. Really easy to upgrade that into something that's really scary. I give this deck 2 thumbs up. I love it. I hope you enjoy it as well. And if you want me to make the upgraded deck version, I do have a video of an older Mew list, but I have a new one I've been working on. If you'd like to see that, please let me know down in the comments below. And let's go ahead and get into a few matches. Let's go check it out. Okay. Rapid Strike deck with leading with a Simeon. Weak to Psychic. Empoleon V coming out. With a Spiral Energy. Okay, Ultra Ball. Let's battle VIP. Let's go ahead and grab... Okay, we only have 1 Genesect. So grab out the Genesect, grab out the Meloetta. Sounds good. Let's go ahead and Ultra Ball the Alessa Sparkle and the bosses. And we'll go ahead and grab out the Mew. Perfect. Play the Mew down. I need to retreat this still somehow. I don't know how I'm going to do that. So let's Alessa Sparkle, Meloetta, and Mew and both get some energy attached. Very cool. We can Choice Spell onto the Mew. We can Power Tablet. And we can go ahead and draw 4 new cards. Get the Fusion Strike energy. But we don't really have a way to switch, do we? Let's play the Cram. We get the heads, meaning we get the... Do I have knockout? 70, 140, 210. So I can get the Escape Rope. We'll go ahead and play the Escape Rope. We'll put down our last Fusion Strike energy and take knockout with 210 damage just like that. 240 actually. And we get another bosses. And... not the Genesect, shoot. Okay. So we're in a really good spot to just win this game at this point. Blaziken, Zeraora, Remoraid. Energy coming out in the Zeraora. I have knockout on that as well. I can just boss it out. Power Tablet, Mew VMAX, draw 4 cards. And live my best life. And we get a Psychic energy. Let's do this. Do this. Let's Power Tablet. Let's go ahead and boss out the Zeraora. Let's go ahead and draw our 4 cards. Like champions. We get a Fog Crystal and an Ultra Ball. I'm going to go ahead and Fog Crystal now. And I'm going to grab out another Mew. Pop the Mew down, and then let's just go ahead and Melodious Echo again, taking knockout on the Zeraora. Perfect. You love to see a plan come together. And there's our next Genesect and another Fog Crystal. Perfect. He brings out the Blaziken. I think he's sick of it. He's ready to do some big boy stuff with Blaziken V. Oh no, he gets Noctillery out. Okay. That's fair. Fan of Waves. Okay. Gets rid of the Mew. Interesting. I still have knockout with the Psychic Energy here and the Technoblast. Fan of Waves again? Okay. Very cool. He's just trying to slow me down right now. But it's a little bit too late for him. Power of Waters comes out. Blaziken, he's probably going to switch here, right? Rapid Strike Search. Zeraora. Okay. He switches into Simeon, doesn't he? And Simeon comes out. Bling. Okay. What do I do here? I have a switch. I think what I do here is I play down the Genesect, and I play down the energy here. And then I think I Fog Crystal. Fog Crystal. And I just take a Meloetta. Sure. And then I just switch into you, and I just Ultra Ball for you. Yeah, this is great. Do I evolve now, or do I wait so I can use the Psychic Leap? I don't think I wait at all. I think I play that, and I think I go for the boss's order pull right here. 6 cards coming into my hand. We did not get it, but we did get a Cram-O-Matic. We do get rid of that. We get a Heads, too. No way. No way, compadre. Do I have Knockout, though? Yeah, I do. Right, we've already talked about this. We'll go ahead and pull out the Zeraora again, and we will go ahead and hit with Techno Blast, taking Knockout. GG's, well played. Wow, this deck is great. This is an amazing start for us. Oh my gosh. We may have mulliganed, but we have double battle VIP, Cram-O-Matic, and Lesson Sparkle, which is huge. Now, here's the question. I have to Cram-O-Matic the Fog Crystal, right? Ooh. Let's see what we draw into first. He's getting his Diancies out. Very cool. Air Balloon comes out onto the Mareep. Brings out the Diancie. Your benched basic Pokemon. Perfect. Let's play the Battle VIP. Let's grab out a Genesect and a Mew, of course. Let's play the Battle VIP. Let's grab out a Meloetta as well as an Oreo, of course. Let's go ahead and... This is tough. I think I cram here. We get a Tails. Let's Alyssa Sparkle. Let's attach to the Meloetta as well as the Deoxys. It's very possible we draw into something we need here. Play the other Meloetta so we can go ahead and Fusion Strike system. We don't draw into anything. Are you kidding me? Okay, cool. Sick. We get a second Alyssa Sparkle. I'm flabbergasted. I will probably have to switch in Alyssa Sparkle next turn and switch in the Meloetta for the Deoxys. That will probably have to happen, it looks like. This is bonkers. Absolute bonkers right here. How did I not draw into any energy? How? The odds about that are astronomical. 1 in 6 chance to draw into energy. Less than that. 35 cards in the deck. Next card has to be an energy, right? It has to be. Has to be. Any energy I'll take. Any energy is good for me. What is this card, this deck's threat? Thank you for listening. Okay. 140 damage is really all. Let's go ahead and bless the Sparkle onto the Mew, onto the Meloetta. I'm pretty happy with that, and I'm just going to use Photon Boost, and we're just going to start taking knockouts. 140 damage, draw a card, choice belt. Very cool. So we still can't use Boss's Order because the Diancie is in play. So I could just use Alyssa Sparkle to thin my hand a little bit. Use the choice belt, maybe. I want to target that Luminion. That's what I would love to take out right now. Another Diancie. We guys got to keep taking these Diancies out. That's all we got to do. I really don't know what the threat of this deck is right now. He gets rid of his Radiant Greninja. Why? Morepeko. What is this deck? This deck's cool so far. Okay. Okay. 3 energies out. Ooh. Fog Crystal. Energy. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to retreat for my Mew. Just in case something crazy happens. Let's put the choice spell down too. I can't use the bosses because of the Diancie. Let's go ahead and Fusion Strike for 2. Battle VIP Fog Crystal. That's great. Let's go ahead and just hit Max Miracle. It doesn't matter. He can only do 150 damage to 15. Then he switches, though. That's the issue. And another Genesect comes out. He brings out the Diancie. So once the I would have bought Morepeko and then I would have attacked and switched. But I understand what the deck is supposed to do. Another Diancie, okay? It's because I can't boss this out. But I'm already 2 prize cards in the lead. And if I take this knockout too, I'm 3 prize cards in the lead. Like, I really don't understand what's happening. Oh, Birdkeeper. Okay, cool. He doesn't take knockout there. Unfortunate for him. Or the next turn. Unfortunate for him. Because our Oricorio being in the way. I wish I could get a Mew out, though. That's my bummer right now. But I could just take knockout here, too, and call it a day. I might need to sacrifice a Meloada or something, but I don't think it really matters. We'll just keep taking knockouts. Mew VMAX, great. Okay. So I might retreat into a Meloada, just so he has to take knockout on the Meloada. I might do that. Because if I do that, then I can get my other Mew out, and then I could recycle this Mew. He's going to boss out the Genesect, though. Very interesting. I'm down for him to take the Genesect. Problem is, this is now just kind of stuck out, isn't it? I get a bosses. Nothing to really help me out of the situation I'm in right now, unfortunately. So we'll just go next turn. I'm stuck out, which is fine. We'll bring out the Mew VMAX next turn. And if I had a power tablet, that'd be perfect. Bring out the Mew VMAX next turn, take knockout. I think. Let's see what... Oh, okay, he leaves me in. Right. I'm still stuck out. There's not really much I do there. I'm absolutely stuck. He needs to start doing things. Alright, he just passes it back to me. We get Old Cemetery. Sure. Like, I could get an energy with Fog Crystal, but I don't think I'm going to do that because I need 2 energies to retreat. I don't see that happening. If I draw into a voice spell, that doesn't really help him, though, does it? Let's go ahead and Cramomatic the Battle VIP. We get Tails on that one, unfortunately. That was our out right there, but we didn't get it. We just got to keep waiting. I'm looking for a double turbo right now. If I get double turbo, I can double turbo, pop out the Meloada, take knockout. Is that what I'm doing? No, I can do the Mew VMAX. Stormy Mountain, totally fine. We get an escape rope. That is a huge deal. Let's see what he gives us. Probably a Flappy. And then I just grab this Morepeko with Boss's Order, because the Diancie's no longer in the active. Now we can bosses the Morepeko out. And now we can hit big boy damage. GG's well played, man. I got around his deck's gimmick. Very cool. This is an amazing start. I don't think I get knockout, though. I think I do 140 damage. If I can pull into a way to get a power tablet, I will have knockout on the Luminion, which would be great. I have the Fog Crystal to grab out of Mew. I have Alessa Sparkle. Fog Crystal to grab out of Psychic Energy. I'm set. This looks like Kyurem VMAX. I'm not 100% sure, though. Oranguru could be really anything, but I'm getting a Kyurem VMAX vibe from this deck right now. Don't know why. That's a really cool card decks. Okay. Ramomatic. Let's see what happens. That play is dead. I thought we had something going on for a second. Let's grab out the Mew V. If I got the Cramomatic, I would have had double Genesect on the bench, and that would have been huge for me. Let's Fog Crystal. Grab out a Psychic Energy. Pop that bad boy down. Let's go ahead and Alessa Sparkle. 1, 2. 1, 2. One of our Fusion Strike energies is prized. Totally fine. Melodious Echo. We have the bosses. If he retreats, boss. We're totally fine. I wish I had a Genesect, though, or a way to get a Genesect right now. That's kind of bumming me out that I flip tails on that Cramomatic. But, that's fine. Radiant Greninja and Capacious. Very cool. Capacious. Very cool. 2 energies. I'm still feeling like this is a Kyurem deck. Discard. Draw 2. Very cool. This has to be a Kyurem VMAX deck, right? So far, we're looking at a water deck with a Radiant Greninja, and a Oranguru, and a Luminion V. You don't see many Luminion Vs running decks anymore, do you? Mainly, no, Crobat's kind of falling out of favor as well, I've noticed. Huh. He's gonna retreat for sure, right? Now here's the question. Do I take knockout on the Luminion, or do I boss out the Radiant Greninja in case he has a Melody? We're going to take the Radiant Greninja. That 90 damage is scary. And a Cramomatic, okay. He could just Melody on this and hit me for 120, but then he has to recall it into his deck, and then he brings out the Oranguru. And maybe I get lucky and I pull into, I don't know, Mew VMAX? Who knows what's about to happen, man. Kyurem Escape Rope. I knew it. I knew it was a Kyurem deck. I need a Genesect. Yeah, I need one. Ultra Ball next turn. I hope I get an Ultra Ball. So, is he going to Escape Rope out? What's he going to do? What's he going to do? He's playing very slowly, I've noticed. Maybe he's just bricked, like, out of his mind. But I don't know. He doesn't have any energies either, it looks like. So maybe I was a little bit worried about the what's it called for nothing. Alessa Sparkle doesn't really help me here. Let's just go ahead and take this knockout as well. And take 2 more prizes. And hopefully I draw into something good. Power. Tablet. And Mew VMAX. Okay, we are in the driver's seat still. Now here's the question. Do I Cramomatic? Let's think about this. I can do How much damage next turn? 140. 210 damage. 240 damage. If I want to. I think I got a Cramomatic. I don't think 240 is worth it. I can just hit the 140. Alright, second energy comes out. Does he get knockout here? That'd be crazy. He doesn't get knockout here, though. Oh, thank goodness. Alright, so we get a Genesect. That's huge for us. Let's Cramomatic as well. We get Tails, unfortunately. But do we Alessa Sparkle? Yeah, we Alessa Sparkle, because you know what they say? Thinning is winning. Go ahead and drag that there. Let's go ahead and draw 2 cards. Choice Belt. Choice Belt. Choice Belt. Let's go ahead and hit 270 damage coming out. 240, my bad. Math is hard for me, like I said. But that is great. That is so good. This Kyurem VMAX is weakened. If Meloetta goes down, we can come out with Genesect V UV. You know what I'm trying to say. We come out with Techno Blast on Mew VMAX taking game. He can take Meloetta at this point. Ooh, Escape Rope. Okay. Right. Let's put out the Mew VMAX. I was thinking about putting out the Genesect, to be honest, but I don't like that idea. Training Court comes out. Cool. Cool, cool, cool. Bosses. Bosses. Cramomatic wouldn't help me right here. Bosses. Ultra Ball. Ultra Ball would be great. Drawn in Ultra Ball. Another Genesect. Get rid of both cards in my hand. That would be phenomenal. Alessa Sparkles, now that all of my whatchamacallits are out of my deck. Kind of useless unless I use Mew V's 70 damage move. Psychic Leap. Glaciated World gets the 3rd energy attached. 4th energy attached. Doesn't he have a way to switch, though? He already used an Escape Rope this turn. For some reason. Boss's Order? Alright, pulling out the Genesect, right? No, pulling out the Meloetta. Cross Switcher. Sure. Bringing out the Mew VMAX. He has Knockout here, doesn't he? Do I have Knockout still with 2 energies? Yes. Yes, I do. Alright, well, GG's, guy. It was fun. Let's just end it. Melodious Echo taking knockout. GG, well played. Thank you for the game. A lot of fun. Odd. What a start. Okay, our turn. Battle VIP. Double Genesect. You love to see it. Battle VIP. Meloetta, Mew. Okay. We have a Psychic Energy. We have a Fog Crystal. We have an Ultra Ball. We have Boss's Order. What do? I Fog Crystal. Let's grab out the Deoxys. I don't care. I'm going to get rid of it anyway. Let's Ultra Ball the Bosses and the Deoxys. Oricorio. We grab Oricorio. We put it on the bench. We have an energy now. Okay. Wow. Do I play the energy now? No. I draw 4 cards first. Alessa Sparkle. Escape Rope. Boss's Order. Fog Crystal. 1, 2. Do I... This is hard. Well, I know I'm going to Alessa Sparkle right here, right? And I'm going to put it on both of these. I don't get knockout though, so we're gonna go ahead and escape rope as well for the Meloada. Is that even knockout? It isn't, is it? 140 damage. It's Fog Crystal. Draw 3 more cards. Grandma-matic? Dang it! Dang it. Shoot. Alright. We'll hit for 140. I was really hoping I would find that other card, but didn't happen. We got the Mew VMAX next turn for the Mew V. Double energies coming out in the back. We have Boss's Order in case we need to boss that out. We're doing fine. Training Court. Professor Burnett. Mewtwo VUnion. Shadowrider and friends. Okay, very cool. We have the bosses. No way. No way did I just top deck that. Yeah. Let's do that. Because that's still knockout. That's 210 damage flat right there. Old Cemetery. I just don't want Training Court to be in play. We could Fog Crystal. Let's do it. Let's grab absolutely nothing. I don't care. Let's draw 2 more cards. I want to hold on to the Power Tablet just in case I need it for something. Another Meloada, Double Turbo. Melodious Echo taking the knockout on the charged Shadowrider Calyrex VMAX. Not a VMAX yet, though, just a V. We get another Old Cemetery, as well as another Mew V. Okay. We are firmly in the driver's seat in this game. We have knockout, even if we lose this Meloada. He Marnies us, we still have knockout. Assuming I can get my 1 Psychic Energy in my deck. That's all that matters. Oh, and we get the Fusion Strike Energy. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. How much? I have knockout. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. That Pokemon is going down, and GG, well played, Charmanchop. Well, trainers, as you can see, this is a tear. Do keep in mind, Path to the Peak shuts you down hard. I lost a lot of games just because my opponent threw a Path into play when I had 2 cards in my hand. It was rough. But the games that you win with this deck are just so smooth. It's not like you're ever in any fear at all of losing. You just feel in control the whole time. It's a real feast or famine deck, but it's also consistent, especially if you're going to upgrade it by getting 2 of the decks to make it even more consistent. So I still recommend this deck. I encourage you all to try it. If you don't want to spend $30 on it and try to get all the trades with the Mew VMAX, you can go online to code resellers, and you can probably buy this deck for $5 to $6. That is so much cheaper than having to buy the packs to then trade for all of these cards, especially if you're a new player. Keep that in mind. And if you're a free-to-play player and you don't want to spend any money, Mew Vs and Mew VMAXs and Genesects are about to drop in price. Keep that in mind too, because whenever they release something like this into the wild, where all these really old expensive cards, not old, but all these expensive cards, Mew VMAX used to be like a $300 deck. To get a full Mew VMAX deck, $300. You know how much it costs you to get a full Mew VMAX deck? 60 plus tax. That is so big for the Pokemon TCG community that not a lot of people talk about. It is humongous because it is lowering the price of accessibility to the power cards. Now, I will say, when the EX cards drop early next year, when the new Scarlet Violet set comes out, I'm sure that most of these cards will become obsolete because they'll probably have some new effect that is only affected with EX cards that will power out all these other cards. But you never know what's going to happen, right? But for the time being, this is a great way to get Battle VIP passes, just like the Ice Rider Calyrex is a great way to get the Intellions. Super good. I highly recommend you check this deck out for yourself. Well, trainers, thank you for coming by the lab again. My name is Professor Howie, as always. If you did enjoy your stay, please consider subscribing to the channel. It really does help out. Like the video, share it with your friends, leave a comment down below. Tell me something about your life that I probably don't know. you don't know, we also have a Discord channel where we all like to hang out. We are not posting any Pokemon Scarlet and Violet leaks in the Discord. If you want to talk about leaks, private message me. That's fine. I'm okay with talking about leaks, but I don't want to ruin it in the Discord for anyone else. So it is a safe place to come hang out. And I really do appreciate you coming by my channel today. Out of all the other channels you could have picked, I really appreciate that you chose mine. So thank you very much. I'm still a little bit sick, and I hope you all have a great day. Have a good one. Bye.